Hello YouTube, my name is Joshua Kylan, and cars getting a little love. Front new brakes, rotors, calipers, pads, the whole works. Also fuel filter, we haven't done that yet, that's easy peasy. This is going to be sort of a how-to. To change the brakes on this, you're going to need a 12mm wrench for the brake bleeder. You're going to need a 14mm for these bolts right here, and then a 17mm wrench and socket for the mounting bolts. Also a breaker bar, various other things. Here's the 17mm, just taking a little bit of a break. Also, some things you'll need are, of course, brake pads. You're gonna need PB Blast or some sort of penetrant for the rotors, and also for some of the bolts to help them. .3 brake fluid, brake bleeder kit for the fluid. Yeah, and probably a whole roll of paper towels. Yeah, it's a dirty job. What I found is, from what I found out, is if you put 2 of your lug nuts on to secure the rotor, that will help reassembling your calipers. Also put grease on the brake hardware and on the back of the pads, just so it squeaks. You can see the old caliper back there. Yeah, so there's the old fuel filter. The new one is right in here. This, by the way, just this canister type. I will not be cutting the old one out. I will not cutting it apart. You're supposed to change the fuel filter every 30,000 miles. This car has 151,000 miles on it. The fuel filter was last changed at 120, so it's due. I got my parts from O'Reilly's. I've had, basically, the rear brakes have the same. You'll need a hammer, ratchet. Yeah, this is the old brake hardware. Believe it or not, driver's side, the bottom slide pin was stuck. It actually is stuck, so it doesn't really move. Here it is. It mounts like that. Top one's fine. Bottom one is seized in there. So that was probably what was causing a little bit of vibration in the steering wheel. So all new brake hardware. It'll be good for another 150,000 miles. My dad found out that these pads are basically almost new. The reason is that this side was not even activating, or it was basically not even working. I don't know why, but at least it has new brake hardware. Sorry, I'm on my phone. Right there is a cross brace underneath the engine, and we got a jack on that. Yeah, sorry, you might get a little dizzy. I was on my side. We're sort of a somewhat level driveway, but you need to have a chalk. Then this is my big box of nuts and bolts, so that doesn't move. And you also can get a little bit of a glimpse on the damage that was occurred during that night in February. This is somewhat caved in. Kind of see what happened. This door no longer opens. Right here is another all the way down. Back still opens. This got pushed in, so where this doesn't close all the way. It's not too bad, but it looks like shit. And none of the bulbs got broken, so I'm happy with that. I also got one of these Super One Foods green boxes to store all the parts. And yeah, so yep. Fuel filter is pretty easy. All you do, there's a clamp right here that you undo. Then you got basically two lines in and out. I'll just leave that. Actually, engine still runs strong. Yeah, nothing leaks. Probably needs a new air filter soon. If I remember right, the next project on this is refilling the AC, because the AC doesn't even turn on. So yeah. Here's again. We still gotta bleed the brakes. I'm just waiting for my dad to get home. Yeah. Started this around, I don't know, probably around left here about 10, got back about 11, so I've been at this for about 5 hours. We took about, I don't know, about half hour lunch break. We went to Subway. You can kind of see the carnage. There are the two old rotors. They're perfectly usable, but I basically put $350 into the front end brake work and basically new fuel filter, which is not that bad considering. And plus yeah, this is gonna be one shot wonder. You're gonna need various sockets. Basically all you need is a hammer, 12, 14, and 17 millimeter wrenches, a 17 millimeter socket for the mounting, 14 for the slide bolts, and 12 for the banjo fitting. I'm using Brake Best Select Premium pads, remanufactured calipers and new rotors. Yeah, plenty of PB Blaster will help, especially if you have original calipers. 151,100 or 200 miles on the original brake hardware. It is time. There's the ABS. Nothing wrong with that. It works. Yep. I'm back. Just a quick little update. This is whiles after I did the basically after that video was taken. On the passenger side caliper, that caliper was defective. The two forks that the brake line goes in between, one was bent in, so it wouldn't allow it to seat, and like threads got stripped out trying to put the new bolt in. So I had to run up to O'Reilly Auto Parts and exchange it. Worked just fine. Brakes are fine. Pedal feels a little funky, but here's a real issue. It's been raining crazy for the past few days after the brakes were done. This is like a week or two after. Actually, I think about a week after. Yeah, a week. And now I'm having the intermittent gauge cluster issue. It's been only been going up Thompson Hill. The gauges go like that. The cruise control disengages, re-engages, disengages, re-engages. Radio does the same thing. I have no turn signals. It's not the alternator because that tested fine. I have the result. Of course, where did I put my wallet? Here it is. Here it is. It was done by Advanced Auto Parts. Battery tested good. That battery is actually well built, considering it's only 525 cold cranking amps, and it's 537, and it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit, which, yeah. Starter test, just fine. And here's the real key. Charging system. No problems. Working just fine. So alternator is not the problem. My guess it's a connection inside the dash that has moisture in it. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. Yeah, this is gonna be over. That's gonna be a long video. Brakes are working fine. No problems with that, but the gauge clusters, yeah. Also, the bank 2 or sensor or bank 1 sensor 2 O2 sensor check engine light popped up again. That's a malfunction, and that's probably what happened. Yeah, it's an old car. I'll probably get that replaced, but it's not too serious. If it was bank 1 sensor 1, then yeah, that would be a problem. The bank 2 one only monitors the cat. The bank 1 and sensor 1 and sensor 2 basically compare each other to monitor the catalytic converter. That's all that does, so I don't need to really worry about that for right now. Car's running fine. I've been having a little bit of problem with the passenger side rear door. Not like when the window goes down, then it rolls up, then it finally gets slower near the top. That's probably just due to age. Yep, so thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.